I came to dancing because I have a very graceful older sister who was encouraged to dance, and I followed her along. I followed along with her. You know, the traditional story, I idolize my big sister. I want to do what she does. She was dancing, so I was dancing too. And I was terrible. I was really uncoordinated and awkward and rigid, but I was fascinated. So I found dance really compelling, and I just stuck with it and stuck with it and stuck with it, and I keep sticking with it. I think film is utilizing that all the time, activating rhythm and tempo to grab your attention or put you at ease. So at every stage, think about rhythm and timing and phrasing, because you can have something that's really frenetic and wild that might feel overstimulating or might feel dull and boring depending on when and how it's positioned. We have lots of interesting traditions as people in terms of how we tell stories through movement and through dance, or how we record experiences through movement and dance. And it can be done quite literally, whether it's with the hands, both in ballet and Bharatanatyam, classical Indian dance, for example. The hands are used and there's a literal vocabulary, you know, the prince is coming and blah, 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 or, she saw a deer, or, so there are lots of literal forms and ways for using gesture to tell story. I think collaboration can be one of the most challenging approaches to art making and one of the most fulfilling. I really do believe two heads are better than one. So if you've got 15, oh, that's going to be really exciting. I think some shared aesthetics, so that if I say, well, this moment needs to be really beautiful, that you and I would need to have a similar understanding of what beautiful is, right? Because beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? So if I want slightly twisted dark beauty, I would hope that you would already be there with me, right? And you'd be like, oh yes, we need to do this. Or if I'm talking about really open, light, joyful beauty, that's a very different look, for example. So some shared aesthetics and mutual understanding about the project.